Because the lady there isn't the manager, is she?
No, but it does state on our door that you do need shoes on when you come into our premises.
It actually doesn't. I checked.
Yes, it does.
You want to check? It's right there.
No, it does say on my door.
Well. Hi everyone, my name's Kunda. I want to talk a little bit today about discrimination and my first-hand experience with it because of how I live my barefoot, earth, and nature worshipping lifestyle. Before I get into it, I don't really want this to come off like I'm saying it's the same as institutional or systemic racism that people face from governments and police. It's not. It's different. And to say it's different, I don't think delegitimizes it. It just acknowledges that it's different. And I feel like understanding each other's experiences is important. So if you see me, you see the color of my skin, you see my dreadlocks, and you think that I'm just talking nonsense, this probably isn't the video for you. But at the same time, you're welcome to watch it. You're welcome to watch any of my other videos. I'm sure there are some things that we agree on. But that said, I want to share an experience that I had a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. And I would have liked to have made this video sooner. I don't like to admit that I've been struggling a little bit, and that's only tangentially related to grief that I get from getting these kind of experiences while I'm just out trying to live my life, buy a few things from stores that have in the past been very receptive to me. And I don't want to give off the false impression that all stores are like this. There aren't. I've been living this lifestyle 9 or 10 years now. You find out which stores are happy to have you come and support them and take your money, and some stores just aren't. I've had very good experiences shopping. I've also had experiences just trying to buy gas where I've had a manager and 3 or 4 other employees just screaming at me because they're misinformed, thinking that it's illegal to drive barefoot. It's not, but sometimes people act silly when they think they're right. Anyway, this is two different stories that happen on the same day. Two different chains of stores, one being Walmart, usually great. In the States, they've actually put out statements saying they welcome barefoot people in all of their stores. And I've only really had atrocious experiences at one Walmart, because of me being a barefoot person. Most other Walmarts are, some of them are a little cautious. They might come up and speak with you, but if you carry around, if you email your jurisdiction's health department, they'll clarify what the laws are. As far as I know, there aren't any. There aren't any in our province. So once the Walmart managers that I've interacted with, aside from that one store that I mentioned, they're pretty well fine. At the very least, they let me shop. And that's what happened this day. The Walmart manager, assistant manager actually, I think it was, came up. He said the generic thing. I showed him the letter stating that it was a misconception that they're allowed to let me shop in their stores, and he kind of just said, well, you're just getting a couple things anyway, whatever, and walked away as I was folding my letter back up to put it back in my wallet. Doesn't feel good to have things left on such a ambiguous note. Don't know what to expect next time I go to that Walmart, but I was served. It wasn't too much of a hassle. It sucked, but it could have been worse. This next store, it's part of a very popular chain of stores in our area. Before everything that's going on in the world right now, I've had nothing but good experiences there. I think I might have had to speak with a manager once, maybe years back, at the store that I'm mentioning specifically, the specific location. And that manager was fine. I've never had a problem ever since. I walk past her in the aisles and say hi. She says hi. Whatever, on good terms. And literally every other store that I've gone to in this chain, never really had a problem at them. This time I went in, I was approached by a young lady who was working there, and she just kind of said, "You can't be in here, no shirt, no shoes, no service." I let her know that I shop there all the time, and she's like, "I'm going to have to go ask my manager about that." I encouraged her to do so, and she did, and didn't have a problem. Went and got my things, went and got in line to check out. When I went in, there was nobody at the door, but when I was in the checkout line, there was a worker that was in the door doing some kind of thing in relation to all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. And yeah, she came over, said that because of that, I couldn't be barefoot in the store. My feet have nothing to do with the current virus that the world is upside down about. And I let her know that. I let her know that I shop at that store all the time, and she kind of went and did her own thing. When I got to the cash register, I asked the cashier, "Is she the manager?" And he said no, but lied to me saying there was a sign on the door saying I couldn't be in there. I told him he was wrong, but he wasn't having it. I'll let you hear what went on from there, because here's the audio of me talking to the cashier, and then afterwards talking to the assistant manager.
Want a bag?
No thanks. The lady there isn't the manager, is she?
No, but it does state on our door that you do need shoes on when you come into our premises.
It actually doesn't. I checked.
Yes, it does.
You want to check? It's right there.
No, it does say on my door.
I'll take a
when you
look.
come in.
But I would bet you money it don't.
It does. You said you wanted a bag?
No thanks. You got the receipt though? Would the manager be back there?
Andrew?
Hey, are you the manager here?
I'm the assistant manager.
Okay. Can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothering anybody. I'm being told that, well, I'm being told a lot of things, and half of them aren't really true, so I kind of, do you mind if I put these down here? Or
Yeah,
stuff
no,
I already paid for.
That's fine.
Well, I shop at Double a lot, and before all of this stuff happened, I've never had an issue before.
Uh-huh.
And I just had someone tell me that it's illegal to be in stores without shoes.
I don't know if it's illegal, but it's a policy of certain stores. So.
Stores can have the policy, but as far as the Human Rights Commission's concerned anyway, or the health department, I just want to show you this right quick.
Sure.
Because your cashier, they're usually a really nice guy. Like I shop here a lot, and I've never had an issue with him before. But he was saying that it says on the door that shoes are required, and I look a lot. I live my life this way, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
And like, I know sometimes other customers kind of think it's an issue or cause you guys a problem, but I'm really not trying to.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah.
And like, I do check the door to see is it a problem or?
Between you and I don't have an issue with it, but I can see like how it could cause issues for other customers, maybe make it uncomfortable a little bit. So,
and like,
it is policy as far as I'm aware with their company.
could you do you mind taking a look at the door with me?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's.
It's a common misconception people have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're right.
And the only I ever have a problem with are like, say I'm at a mall and the mall has an issue.
Yeah.
But like standalone Dollarama's, I've never had an issue really before.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you and stuff. I'm just.
No, that's all right. I'm sorry for trouble upstairs. You know, it's my there, so. As far as I'm concerned, we're all good.
Oh, thanks.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
So, hearing all that, let me know what you think in the comments. It sucked to go through because that's a store that I do a lot of my shopping at and that I frequent fairly regularly. But I also think it was probably a one-off situation. I'm hoping the next time I go, I'm not actually encountered with a sign on the door. That's kind of the trade-off every time you point out when a place is wrong about having a sign on the door that they say is there but is actually not. Sometimes they'll welcome you and be happy to do business with you. Sometimes they'll just put a sign up on the door and tell you to take your money somewhere else. And when you do, or when they do, you're inclined to, because of that disrespect, just take your money and go to a Walmart that will have everything and is happy to do business with you. Or you go online and just do your shopping that way. And I would much rather support local business. I'm not sure what the takeaway of this video is. I just wanted to put that out there to show that some of the grief that I get because of my identity. And if you haven't seen why I live barefoot, why my identity is like this, I do have other videos on my channel. I welcome and encourage you to please check them out. But I'm not trying to make this all that long. I just wanted to get that out, wanted to start a little bit of a discussion. Hopefully talk a little bit about solidarity. I don't want to get too far into that. I don't want to make this a different video than it is right now. But that might be something to talk about in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a good rest of your week, rest of your year, if I don't make another video. But I hope this December doesn't continue to be as dry as I've been making the last little while. Like I said, I've been struggling a little bit internally, struggling to get stuff that I want to be getting done. And hopefully I put out more videos before the end of the month. But if I don't, have a great rest of your year, holidays, New Year's celebrations, all that. Take care, everybody.